What is going on, everyone? It's Jay here. I'm coming at you guys with another discussion video, and it's going to be on a topic that I think is more or less important, but it's something that has been on my mind for a little bit because we have not had any word on it and we have not seen anything about it, not even in 0.2. What I'm talking about is the abilities and the ability system, AP points, everything like that, especially because this is the main numbered title. Now, I'm sure you guys are thinking, well, since this is a main numbered title, it has to be obvious, or clearly it has to be some sort of ability system the same way that it was in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. In the first game, the abilities were like a list that you can equip or remove from your list of abilities that you're able to use, and it was a combination of passive abilities and abilities to add to your combos and stuff like that. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they split it up a little bit. They had abilities split up into combat abilities, which would add different sorts of combos to your main combo without any sort of transformations. They had a middle one that would have abilities where you can quick dodge or dodge roll, aerial dodge, high jump, fly or glide rather, stuff like that. And then they had a third list which had a bunch of passive abilities like Berserk Charge or Combo Plus, stuff like that. Stuff that would help you at the passive, and then there were two other ones that were more or less for your character's movement, and then the first one is for your combos altogether. With Kingdom Hearts 3 coming into the mix, Nomura is adding combat features from every single Kingdom Hearts game in the past and bringing it all into one. It's a culmination of all the games in so many different ways, and the combat is going to be one of them. The combat alone, at least. There's going to be a type of flow motion, there's going to be a type of shot locks, regular combos, keyblades. Now there's going to be keyblade transformations that are a type of form, or depending on the keyblade transformation that you go into, you also have a form that you go into: guard, power, magic, or now we know speed. But what I'm concerned about, or what I just want to know, is how will the system work in Kingdom Hearts 3? Especially now that keyblades are a lot more, in a sense, important to your travels. The fact that any keyblade that you wield will turn into a keyblade transformation. Not any keyblade, most keyblades that you have can turn into a keyblade transformation, a physical change, and allow you to turn into a form. And that keyblade transformation will have all new combos, all new sets of abilities that you will be allowed to use, but only in the keyblade transformation. I'm not entirely sure if magic will change due to the keyblade transformations, which I really hope is the case, but what I'm trying to say is that with so much added in addition to Remy's Kitchen, which I'll get to in a second, I just wonder how the actual ability system will work. I bring up Remy's Kitchen because we know that Remy's Kitchen is going to be a new minigame where you are able to cook with him, and apparently the food that you make or the treats that you make, whatever you make, it can actually create buffs for you, and that was confirmed by Nomura. The minigame itself is something where you can create buffs. Now people are speculating as far as what kind of buffs do you mean, is it going to be regular buffs where it's just going to increase your speed, maybe movement speed? I didn't really think so that much, but more like defense, attack, or magic. Will it buff you a little bit instead of permanently increasing your magic stat, for example? Or can it do more passive abilities, like when you eat one of those cupcakes, for example, it's going to give you treasure magnet for the next 5 minutes plus 5? You know what I mean? It's going to have a supreme amount of passive ability increase, or a buff, of course, if you will. And also, it's like, how will the abilities themselves be equipped? What I was also getting to when it comes to the keyblade transformation, what I meant was, with the keyblades and the keyblade transformation being a big system inside of the game, I am wondering if they're going to actually lean on the keyblade transformations to depend on what abilities are in your category system. Very much like Dream Drop Distance, you would have 3 Dream Eaters that you can choose to be in your party at all times. It was only dependent on those Dream Eaters and how much you actually used those Dream Eaters, leveled them up, and cared for them, opened up these little doorways that correspond to that Dream Eater, and they will give you abilities. Rather, the abilities that the Dream Eater have will be the abilities that you have. I'm worried, I say worried because I wouldn't want this, I'm worried that the Keyblade transformation will be like that. Let's say you have Kingdom Key on, for example, but that Kingdom Key only has a certain amount of abilities, or certain named abilities that Keyblade specifically will allow you to be using it passively, which I really wouldn't like that idea. I really hope that the ability system is going to be the same it has been for the past numbered Kingdom Hearts titles. There's an AP, ability points that you have to be within, and you just get abilities throughout the game, throughout leveling up and stuff like that, and you will be able to equip those abilities, more and more of those abilities at all, depending on the ability points that you have available. And then there are AP boosts that allow you to actually increase your max AP. I'm hoping that it's going to be more like that, to be honest. I don't want it to be a case where you are dependent on other things to have the certain ability that you want. I don't want to have the Hercules or Mount Olympus world Keyblade in order to have Thundaga +5. You know what I mean? I want to be able to choose the abilities that I need to use fully, the way that it has been in the past few games. Now, let me know what you guys think about this topic. It is a topic that I was kind of concerned about, what I was curious about, just because of the lack of information on this side of the table. That we have seen nothing that has to do with the actual interface of the game when you pause it. Looking at the stats of everyone, reports, abilities, command set, Keyblade transformations, everything like that, items. We haven't seen any of that for Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I doubt that we will, to be honest, because it's something in a sense so small, but I really do hope that they elaborate on how abilities will work in Kingdom Hearts 3 if they're any different from before. My hope is that it is not different at all. I really hope it's the same as how it used to be in the previous games, but only time will tell. Again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're not already, and also click on that bell so that you can get notified when I actually make a new video. In addition to that, like the video up. Let's try and get 10 likes at the very least so that YouTube can actually like my fucking video and show it to more people. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.